Today we're talking mortgage interest rates and the real estate market. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back for another edition of Living in Coastal Delaware. I'm your host, Matt Lunden, your Coastal Delaware real estate agent, and today we're going to be discussing how the rising mortgage rates are going to impact the housing market and if I think there's going to be a crash coming up. Before we dive into the video, as always, if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below, smash the notification bell next to it so you can stay in the loop when we discuss all things Coastal Delaware. And then if you are someone that's looking to make a move to the area or considering selling your home in the area, all my information is down below in the description, and I would love the opportunity to work with you, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Now let's dive in. So as long as you haven't been living under a rock in the last 2 to 8 weeks, you've obviously heard much ado about how mortgage interest rates are rising and how we've just seen them increasing and they're going up and all the doom and gloom that comes with rising mortgage interest rates. So today I just wanted to take a moment, discuss how it's going to impact the buyer side and how it's going to impact the seller side, and just give you my opinion on where things are headed and what you can expect going forward. The first side, we're going to dive into the buyer side, so let's go ahead and do that. So if you are on the buying side and you keep seeing mortgage interest rates going up and you've gotten an old pre-approval, you need to go ahead, first things first, before you do anything else, just go ahead, call the lender and get that pre-approval updated. There's a good chance that your affordability is going to change, and there's a good chance that what homes you're looking at are going to be a little bit different. Just as a buyer side idea, if you were looking at the $500,000 homes, at the beginning of the year, your payment was probably around $2,100 to $2,200 per month. Now today, so just a few short months later, if you're looking at that same $500,000 home, your payment per month is probably more in the 24 and change to 26 and change payment, or per month payment. So your payment has likely gone up $400 to $500 per month just based on the change in interest rates. So that can have a great deal of effect on affordability. The next part of it is, as if you've been someone that's been looking in the market for a while, you've been, putting in offers, getting denied, I've got some good news for you. We are starting to see the market become a little bit less competitive. You're starting to see only 2 to 3 offers on each home instead of 15 to 20. Heck, sometimes even more than that offers on a home. So as you're looking at things, there's a good chance that you've got a stronger opportunity to get your offer accepted, just because there's less competition in the water. As the interest rates keep ticking up and people are still getting frustrated by losing out on deals, there's going to be some buyers that just opt to sit on the sidelines, and that's certainly going to help you from a competition standpoint. The next part of it is going to be price. Do I think the prices are going to plummet or go down or have a great crash just because of the interest rates? And I don't. There's still quite a few buyers in the market. There's still not a lot of supply out there. So I don't think that the prices are really just going to fall off a cliff or come crashing down or anything like that. I think what we'll see and what we have seen is prices leveling off. So you're not going to see, obviously through all of really the end of 2020 and then through 2021, properties appreciated at a, historically fast rate. I don't think we're going to see that anymore. I think we've got a lot better handle on where things should be pricing wise. And I think that we'll start to see prices level off. You may still see, $5,000, $10,000 over asking price, but I think the days of people paying $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 over asking price are more than likely behind us, at least for the time being, as interest rates continue to rise, just because there's less competition out there, so there's less people willing to pay a lot higher amounts to get into those homes. And then the flip side of that, as we look at the seller side of things and, kind of figure out what that means for you, if you're considering selling this year and you're thinking, oh, let me use my property for another, 3, 4, 5 months, or if you're considering just holding off for a little bit longer, I would suggest probably starting to look at listing that sooner rather than later. As interest rates creep up, like I said, prices are going to level off. If the interest rates get too high, prices will start to tick down just a touch. So this may be your best opportunity to get the best price for your home for the foreseeable future. As the Fed tries to gain control of the market and level it out a little bit, with those rising interest rates, your prices are going to level off. You're going to have a lot less competition for your home, and you're going to have a lot less time, or a lot more time sitting on market if you decide to wait and interest rates do continue to go up. And then, as we continue to look at that, there's less buyers out there. There's a lot of buyer fatigue going on. There's a lot of folks that have looked for a while. They've put in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 offers, and they've been, declined every time, or they've gotten beat out, or they offered 100 grand over ask, but somebody offered 120 grand over ask. There's a lot of those buyers that are starting to get frustrated. So there's just less people looking at your home now than there was, just a few short months ago. And as buyer affordability changes, so does your potential to gain the highest and best dollar for your home. So if you're considering selling this year, my advice would be to list sooner rather than later. Now, as we combine both the buyer and seller side together, is there going to be some massive crash in the real estate business? I don't think so. 2008 happened because of faulty mortgage practices, not because the home prices got too high. And, I think right now we're looking at prices on everything across the board are up, with inflation and everything else. If you go to the gas station, look, see how expensive gas is. Prices on everything are up. So I don't think that there's going to be some big cliff that, we get to June 1st and all of a sudden the properties plummet. Again, like I said before, I think we're going to see a lot of them just kind of level off, see the prices equalize. We've got a lot better handle on where the pricing should be now. Obviously the 2021 brought some unprecedented times, and we didn't really know, we thought we were pricing a property right, but somebody was willing to pay 100 grand over what we were pricing it at. So people were, accusing agents of listing properties too low and causing that. But the reality is, through all that appreciation, we didn't really have a firm grasp of where property should be listed, because if something sold a month ago, you could no longer use that as a comparable price, because in that month time span, prices have increased $50,000. So it was tough for a little while, but we've got a much better grasp on it now. As prices and things start to calm down and level off, we've got a better idea of where listing prices should be, which, it's good and bad. It's good because you're not going to have a whole lot of crazy frenzy if you're on the buyer side. If you're on the seller side, you can plan a little bit better and just know that you can't be greedy in the market no matter what stage of the market it's in. Just don't be greedy. Try and get the best price that you think for your home, but don't be greedy about it. And as a buyer, you got a little bit less competition in the water, and prices should start leveling off. So hopefully that gives you guys some hope. That's going to do it for today's video on the mortgage rates and if I think they're going to crash the market or what's going to happen with the market. I hope you guys found some value in today's video. If you did, again, as always, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below and smash the notification bell next to it. That really helps us out here on the channel. And then if you are someone that's looking to buy or sell real estate here in Coastal Delaware, I'm your guy. All my information is down below in the description and here on the screen. And I would love the opportunity to work with you, so please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.